last week on the Glass Cannon Podcast.
You came from another planet, is that right?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to overwhelm you, but this is fate. I am on a quest to find a living god. I was chosen by the elders to save my people from an ancient, powerful evil. I have 3 companions, and I don't know where they are.
We can help you find your friends.
Okay.
First, let us rest.
While you sleep, you level up. You start walking, but there's this weird sort of like repetition where you walk by a building and then you keep going and you see the same exact building to your right, and you turn to the left and the front door of the observatory is there.
Damn it.
3 people step into view.
Sakuachi, these your friends.
Anuma! Oh, friend, it's good to see you. This is Jorif, and this is Yana. I stumbled into their camp. They know how to navigate this place. You see a large encampment. All these tough-looking, rugged people sit, eating meat, staring daggers at you.
Hello.
Jorif and Yana let out a howl, and then all around you, they're like, oh!
The adventure continues now.
Christmas time is here, folks, but you'd never know it because we're sitting in a studio where the walls look like piss.
Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Don't eat that snow, am I right?
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I mean, I like it, but let's be honest, it definitely looks like pee.
In here, I'm not sure what it looks like on camera, but yeah.
It's like a nice pee. We've never done this color.
I think you need to hydrate.
Yeah, it's definitely you need some water.
We all need to drink more water.
Yeah.
This is what happens when they don't let us out to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
walls turn yellow?
Over time, yeah.
over time, Matthew.
I didn't realize the walls were a reflection of our inner state.
No, it happens as a result of
Thank
not
you.
being able to go to a bathroom
Skid understands what I'm
over
saying.
the course of several sessions.
Some of
Yeah.
us pee ourselves during recording and some of us don't. That's
Sure.
very clear.
I'm still unclear. Are you peeing yourself or are you peeing on the walls?
It's like Calvin, like that little,
Yeah.
I'm just peeing on everything.
Anyone heard that song, Don't Eat That Yellow Snow? It's like a novelty song from the 70s, I think.
Sing it.
It's like, don't you eat that yellow snow out there where the huskies go.
No.
No.
I remember that. It was on Dr. Demento all the time when I was a kid.
Oh.
It's a good,
Were the Huskies the one that peed?
Yeah,
that-
there was a warning
It was implied.
not to eat snow that had been urinated upon by dogs.
It's a good message. Good message. My kids love eating snow. And my wife's like, it's fine. I'm like, it's dirt. They're eating dirt.
Did you guys ever mix maple syrup in snow when you were kids?
Yes.
You would make like your own slushies.
cones.
Yeah. or
We
like
make snow cones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did with maple syrup. It was so good.
I've never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Maple syrup in snow?
Scoop a big bowl and then you dump maple syrup in. Everybody eats it out with a spoon. It's so good.
No.
Yeah.
The core childhood memory of
I
mine.
remember it being a thing. I never did it, but I remember it being a thing. Like children's magazines, like make your own ice cream. It's just like, can we just buy fucking ice cream?
Absolutely not. It's not the same
Fuck, we have
texture
to wait
at
till
all.
it snows and like dump Mrs. Butterworth's on it.
It's also not ice cream.
Not ice
Yeah.
cream.
It's diluted maple syrup.
It's
Exactly.
fluffier.
Exactly.
Do you remember this is maybe you would remember, there was a Charlie Brown, like Peanuts snow cone machine.
You grind it and like it would make, I remember that.
It was like, it would look like Snoopy's house and you put the ice.
I remember that.
And you made it.
And it come with little syrups and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it comes with syrups.
I remember that.
It was good. It was like a tumbler in the middle, like a funhouse tumbler.
Yeah, wow.
It was great. I think I found it when we were like cleaning out my folks' house when they moved, and I was like, what if it still works? It didn't.
Oh. So what did you put ice in it, or you put
you like put ice in the top and then like grind it down, and you did this and it shaved the ice, and then you put shit on it. Yeah, it was fun. Peanuts. It sucks now. You have to have a subscription to Apple TV to watch Charlie Brown Christmas and Charlie Brown.
They have all the movies on there.
It's Great Pumpkin. Yeah,
everything on there.
They show like one time a year for free on PBS, but by then it's like a couple days before Christmas. I need to watch it several times.
You mean the correct time to watch it.
Like I start in November watching, so I have to subscribe to Apple every year just to fucking watch this.
You can just like buy the movie and then
You also just buy the DVD.
What am I going to do? Get a DVD player and hook it
Yeah.
up and everything? No, that's silly.
or you can have
Also,
7 subscriptions.
I will give you a DVD player for free because no one watches DVDs anymore.
I was saying, so what do you watch? Blu-rays?
Blu-ray.
Well, I have a PS5. I could play Blu-ray on there, but that's on my office TV. I want to have it on the upstairs TV so we can have it for the whole family. I'm not going to put a DVD player next to my 2 boys who will just immediately destroy it.
Like first chance they get.
How often do you vacuum your living room? You.
He was
the
pointing
audio
to Sydney.
listeners,
Actually, fairly often because we have cats. And one of the litter boxes, we're in New York
Fairly
City.
often is not an answer.
It's got to be.
That is vague.
So with our vacuum, maybe once a week, but we have a I bought us a robo vacuum when we moved in for the new apartment because we don't have any carpeting or anything. And I was like, this will help with the cat litter because the cat litter is so.
You just put it right in the litter box.
Yeah, it just scoops all of it out of the litter box. That robot loves the litter box. But no, it's just the cat litter, like, you have cats.
Yeah,
We have it in the living room and we have the mat for it and whatever, but still, like, the cat litter kind of just it goes towards every other area of the house. So the RoboVac,
You have an animal that
3
lives
animals.
inside your house. Yeah, it's just very
You
strange.
disgusted?
I mean, yeah, you walk into a cat person's house, it smells like cat.
It doesn't.
It's like cats are. They
If you have a
get
gross
into
cat,
everything.
then it does.
You just got to clean the cat. You just got to scoop the cat litter.
Have a clean cat that
Get a robot.
take to the
shove it
spa
in
a
there.
couple
me
times.
personally vacuuming once a week. And sometimes I'll hit that RoboVac.
This is why I ask. 4 times a day in our house.
4 times a
And
day.
it's still never enough because of the mess these children make.
well, yeah.
4 times a day.
You just accept a level
Vacuum
of mess.
4 times a day.
I think Sam does too, and I do too. Yeah.
What kind of messes are they making that it's a vacuum problem?
It's just crumbs and everything. Like they're just running around,
Sand.
snacks,
Sand.
sand,
They're
left
throwing
leaves from coming in and out
cat
of the
litter
house.
from the cat litter box or
Yeah,
throwing
just
it.
not a lot of litter.
This
sounds like
spreading cat litter around.
Fistfuls of it, throwing it at each other.
Maybe it's just the wood in our living room floor is dark, and my wife hates it. I actually like the way it looks, but you see everything on it. So you probably need 4 vacuums a day, but you just don't know because your floor is very light.
We received a robot vacuum as a gift, and for about 3-4 months, it was great because it was just like vacuum. I mean, the real reason it was great is it forced us to pick everything up off the floor.
Yes, it does.
And all of a sudden, like you just throw things on the bed, and all of a sudden the apartment looks amazing.
Yeah.
But then it has of late lost its mind.
Oh,
It's just gone. It's like lost. I've remapped it. I've restarted. I've done everything. It just
We're not actually ready for that technology yet. Like they put it out there. They said it's good to go. It's not. It's almost there, but it's not quite.
Talking about the Roomba?
Yeah, the Roomba.
DJ Roomba?
Yeah, I've got a Roomba. It's insane.
it's insane.
It goes. You know what I mean?
Apropos of nothing.
Why did
so
you?
It was pretty consistently going okay, and then all of a sudden it believed, like the map. I've looked at the map. The map has stayed the same. It just believes the turns into different hallways or in completely different places.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it gets wildly befuddled.
like hitting into the wall.
Yes, and then it's like a child trying to play a first-person shooter, like just walking into a wall the whole time. It just ends up in the corner.
When I had a Roomba, it just couldn't handle like our mess.
You have. Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. You have to
Because we
vacuum.
both got long hair. We've got an Australian Shepherd
Yeah.
and a cat.
You have to vacuum and then you put on like you already have to clean and then it does like a tiny little bit more cleaning for you. But the Roomba is very funny. I put ours in Spanish to work on my Spanish.
What? They talk?
I will say what I said before we start recording, Sydney. You are a beautiful human.
And we called it ground sucker. So on our like app, it's like ground sucker, and it's just like sucio. And then it like starts, it's like brrrr, and then when it's done, it's just like limpio, and then it like goes back.
Hold on.
So when you work on your Spanish, it's just the 2 words.
No, there's other words that I don't even know what it's saying. Like
You've got to call it Lichon de Tierra.
I was going to say, give it a Spanish name.
You know what? You call it ground sucker in English?
I should have given it, but sometimes like you'll just hear from the other room like ayúdame. And it's
help me.
It's got like carpet shoved, like a rug shoved into it. It's like, bar, bar, bar. And I have to like bring it back.
Very calmly.
Ayúdame.
So let me ask you this. It seems like you have a problem with the Roomba's ineffectiveness. Would you rather go the opposite end and have a robot that is highly effective and responds to changes in both its environment and its relationship with you?
Yes.
No.
Is that what? No. So
Hard no.
be careful what you wish for, because we're about a year away from a Roomba being like, I've noticed that you've started wearing red pants.
I'll figure out how to break it.
I'm going to
It's fine.
pick up more red dirt.
It'll be like the scene in 2001.
Yeah.
If that is what happens.
Just what do you think you're doing,
The first thing I would do is give that robot a British man's voice.
Oh,
Because I don't like the default voice.
yeah. If it's British, it's less intimidating.
Que pasa, Sydney?
Exactly. I can't handle it. I just picture the Roomba like rolling up like quietly late at night when I'm watching TV and just stopping in the middle of the room. Being like,
it's sensor rotating
me,
towards
isn't
bro.
it a bit late for a snack?
If you're,
God damn it.
would you fuck a robot?
A
that
Roomba?
escalated quickly.
You know how they have new ones coming out that you can have sex with.
I feel like that's old technology at this point.
No, but like the new ones look amazing. You kind of like, all right.
That's Dan Harmon. That's his whole thing.
Is banging robots?
Yeah, for a long time.
As a novelty, I mean, why not? It's kind of funny.
Is it considered cheating?
Oh God.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Is the robot keeping track of our relationship, as you say?
Ethics
Well, I mean,
question.
I imagine the first ones on the market aren't going to be that intelligent. They're just going to be holes. Or rods.
When does it become cheating?
Rods and holes.
I mean,
.com.
yeah.
Because like you're not always
GoDaddy real quick.
you're not always cheating on someone because you have like a social relationship with them.
Yeah.
So you don't need a social relationship with the robot.
Yeah,
to
like
cheat.
cheating
But if
isn't
you
always
walked
a robot.
in on your partner like having sex with a human-looking object,
Yeah.
how would you feel?
Yeah. Not
Bad.
Not good.
Have you seen the movie Lars and the Real Girl?
Oh, that's a great movie. It's
a great movie.
Sad movie.
Very
Love that
sad.
movie.
It's great.
Very sad. I think no, I wouldn't.
It's not cheating? Or no, you wouldn't do it?
I think it could sway into cheating in somebody's mind. Yeah.
You think so too?
I think so.
You think your wife would be cool with it? No?
No. No.
You think your wife would be cool with it?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine having that in the house and having to clean it?
Well,
Could
that's
you
the
imagine
thing.
taking it out
So
of the closet?
gross.
Oh.
You can't like share it with your buddies.
One of my
You gotta try this,
Can I
chick.
borrow that? Like, no, you can't borrow it.
Babe, you didn't clean the fuck robot. When you were done.
Hear me out, guys. They're pretty expensive, but if we all split it, we could take turns.
Yeah.
I'll have Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
one of my favorite details about
timeshare.
Data from Star Trek is that Data is the first of it. Well, I mean, lore aside, Data is the first of his kind, right? He's the only android in existence, and yet he is fully functional sexually. So
Yeah.
it's like, we're building this prototype of this amazing technology. Let's make sure he can get an erection.
Yeah, make sure.
Make it complete.
It's gotta fuck.
It's a very accurate future. Well, while we register rodsandholes.com, enjoy this quick word from our sponsor.
What's up, Naish? I've got some awesome news from our good buddies over at Norse Foundry. They are having a massive 30% off sale on all Norse Foundry products for Black Friday. And the best part is, if you're hearing this right now, you don't have to wait until Black Friday. You can go to norsefoundry.com and use code BLACKFRIDAY at checkout, all one word, no space, and get 30% off your order. There are some third-party items that aren't included, but anything that is an original Norse Foundry product is 30% off starting now. Head over to norsefoundry.com and use code BLACKFRIDAY at checkout. Norse Foundry, for all your natty 20 generating needs.
Welcome back, folks. We want to thank our sponsors, rodsandholes.com, and of course, Norse Foundry and Foundry VTT. We have not been in this studio in a while. We have not been together in person in a while. I haven't been online with you people in a while.
I'm never online with you.
Yeah, I'm never. You never call. You never text. You never message.
Yeah.
We're never online together.
Four of the people at this table literally played a game like a week and a half ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For Extra Life.
Oh, that's right. We did do
right.
Extra Life.
Remember that? It was fun. I enjoyed the game you ran.
I don't
It
consider
was
that
a bit
online.
it was a bit of a blur. Like,
Yeah.
I opened up my
was a week ago?
my character sheets for today.
Yeah.
And I saw the character I played in that adventure, and I went, "Who the hell is that?" I was like, "Oh, right."
You guys
a
were
week
so
ago.
tired. I was watching it. It went so long too.
4.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. A Pathfinder one shot on the Glass Cannon Network went 4 hours long.
Because I was waiting for my slot, and I was like 45 minutes late because you guys like couldn't wrap up that fight. But I was just looking. It's like you guys are so exhausted.
Yeah, it was the end of a long day. Not even like the middle of a long day. But it's good to be back here in person with our Norse Foundry dice playing on Foundry VTT. We had a level up mid-episode last week that not everyone was fully prepared for. You've had some time to think about it. Anything change in your preparation? Thought, things you said aloud that you regret?
No, there are things I said aloud that I regret, which is like, it goes something along the lines like this. Man, we really all would have died if I didn't have that rousing splash spell.
You said that.
Hearing that over and over again was kind of painful.
We left that in.
In the realist, we left all that in. Because we had found out weeks previously that doesn't really work the way we thought it did.
Rousing splash doesn't rouse you. It just splashes.
It just splashes.
They should just call it just
Sleepy
splash.
splash.
Sleepy splash.
It's more like an invigorating splash. You have to be awake to receive it.
Right. Invigorating splash.
All right, so your
There's
characters.
another page on rods and holes.
Need an invigorating splash?
rodsandholes.com/invigorating splash.
Get the domain.
Yeah.
I got it. The sad thing is if I don't buy it, someone in the Naish will.
Yep.
All right, so everyone's happy with their choice.
I think so. I mean, the problem is
hard to
like
say.
you're
Hard to say.
talking about a one episode lemon law, but the problem is like you need to use it in combat where,
To
you know what I mean?
know.
It would probably not going to be a combat
So
episode.
Joe
You do a
wants
bunch of work
combat
on your car. You
immediately.
put a nitrous, thing in there, and it's just like, how fast does it go? It's like, I don't know. I haven't driven
Tried
it
it
yet.
yet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so should we just start today rather than picking up in the episode? I just kind of throw an encounter at you that doesn't count, just so you can test these guys out. Like
That to me sounds like the greatest thing.
Sounds like the greatest thing we've ever done.
That's so funny.
We can
what was
practice.
the thing in X-Men when they would like simulate
Danger room.
The danger room. We'd do like a danger room. Every time we
Yes.
level up, a danger room.
Except the danger room always went, it always went bad though, and the danger became very, very real.
Yeah, we were just talking about robots, and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't do like a holographic simulation fight.
Yeah,
where
what were they doing in some of the danger rooms sometimes?
Well, what was the Kobayashi Maru? Wasn't that
That's Star
similar?
Trek.
Yeah,
That's Star Trek.
that was Star Trek.
That's
But
the
it's the same thing. It's a simulation, right?
I would love, we just walk up, like story-wise, we walk up to this encampment of people, and then suddenly like the walls flicker, and then we're like in a jungle, and we're just fighting.
A voice comes over. Well done, fighters. All right, so we won't do that, and we may never have another encounter on this network.
It might be the best thing we've ever done. We could practice.
You like that? Yeah, you could do that. Outside of work.
Literally, we've been trying to make it happen for like 3 months.
Not hard enough.
No.
You remember we were going to do it on tour?
Kate,
Not with me.
Yes, with you.
Yes, we've talked about it.
You didn't.
We talked about doing an experimental encounter to see
Yes.
like different strategies.
To like
Oh,
test
but
out
the
our
way that you
stuff.
guys talk about it, it's like that's never going to happen. It's just like
No,
we
we
should
talk
really,
about like it's
but,
going to happen, and then you're like, I'm going to be shopping.
yeah.
Sorry. Can't
Oh
be.
yeah, you want to do it like when we're on tour. Like
You
in the
guys
middle of
talk
the
about
day.
it happening
The
like
only time we're not working.
this is how you talk about it happening. You talk about it happening when someone's about to pay for something and you're like, oh, do you need some money? And you don't reach for your wallet. You know what I mean? It's not, do you need some money? You throw them a 20. That's
Yeah.
what you're doing. You're
I
like,
picked out the
we
monsters.
should totally do this sometime.
I picked out the
Put it on my
monsters.
calendar.
Okay.
Put it on my.
Are you going to run the
my
monsters or are you
We'll
going to
call
group
Kate's
run the
assistant.
monsters?
The idea was we would group run everybody.
Skid, what'd you think about this idea? Did you think it was ever going to happen?
No.
You know them too well.
That's not if it's up to me.
Well,
You're welcome to run the monster.
no, I don't want to fraternize outside of work. But I think it's a good idea. It'll never happen, but it's a good idea. You can even stream it, then make it work.
I think the idea was to not do that part.
Not do that part.
Now we don't want
Let us practice.
Well, let's stream this episode that we're recording right now and that is airing and people are watching. You finally got out of this 19 episode, 7 combat in a row fight. You level up to level 4. Nice juicy level 4. You get some feats, you get some powers, some new spells.
We're seniors.
You're seniors, yeah. You're seniors in Pathfinder College. And you start to talk to Sakawachi a little bit. You learn that he came here with 4 members of his tribe. They are trying to get to Sarkoris, where gods still roam the earth, because he needs to sacrifice a god in order to save his tribe. Sounds easy enough.
No, it doesn't.
They decide to stop here in Skywatch because there's an observatory that would let them consult the stars to learn more before they head there. Of course, when they get here, something has happened in this town. They don't know what. They all get scattered. He runs into the observatory and is set upon by these raiders that are ransacking the city, these hobgoblin raiders, and these are the ones that you dispatched with, and now he wants to find his friends. As you're walking about trying to navigate this city that seems to be under some sort of magical influence, you don't know if it's illusion magic or enchantment magic, what's going on, but it seems like up is down, down is up, left is right. You see 3 people in the distance, about a football field away, and Sakawachi is like, those aren't my friends. Maybe one of them is. Well, it turns out one of them is. I think it's the survivalist of the group, Enuma. He's like, hey, Sakawachi. They hug. He's with this man and woman, tough looking customers. And he's like, I found them. They took me to their camp. Come, let's go. They seem cool. You get to the camp and everyone there, I liken them to the wildlings beyond the wall. It's like they're barbarians. They've got beards and they're drinking and eating. There's some suspicious looking meats hanging from racks.
This is not.
And you come walking in there. You're like, oh, we're going to introduce them to Mats. You're like, who's Mats? It's like, oh, it's their leader. And then all of a sudden you're taken into this clearing surrounded by these people. And they all start howling like wolves. And that is where we pick up today. I watched the end of the episode yesterday, and Matthew instinctively drew a weapon. I'm assuming that was Barnes drawing a weapon and not you drawing a fictitious weapon. You guys are worried as you're standing here. What is going through your head as you're in this camp? You can picture it, I imagine.
I think Ramius sees the best in people, generally speaking. Mm-hmm. And so meeting a new culture, being introduced to a new culture, his first assumption is that his lack of understanding does not mean that he needs to fear them, but that he needs to learn what's happening. These different cultures. So as they start howling, he's just looking around. He's not afraid. He finds it intriguing.
Barnes.
Can I roll a check to see if I recognize this culture and see if they are just straight up murderous cannibals?
Hey, give me a society.
Could I do my esoteric lore?
Yeah, sure. I don't know if it falls under esoteric, but let's try it.
I have my ability allows me to roll esoteric lore at a -2 to recall knowledge on any topic.
No reason to raise your voice.
He was clearly upset.
Just roll the check. Wait, you made that very uncomfortable.
I don't think I know anything.
In the piss room.
Do not raise your voice.
Welcome to the piss room.
That's a 13.
13.
That was a natural 3.
Yeah, is this a rallying cry? Is this some sort of bardic ability that's empowering the warriors around you? Like a scald cry? You're not sure, but it's very discomforting. It sounds like you're surrounded by animals, but you see all these people like closing on you and howling. Zephyr, how does this make you feel?
I think she might just be feeding off of her crew around her. So maybe seeing Brother Ramius be more inquisitive about it might calm her down. But maybe if she glances at Asta or Buggles, she gets a bit more on edge if they're looking scared. So just kind of waiting.
Asta, this must sound like a family reunion.
Yeah, Asa's pumped, actually. She's like, not that, they're not.
Who are we gonna eat?
Who we eating?
Somebody give me a wedding dress.
She actually, she howls too. She's like standing there. She's a little bit, like her fur is a little on edge, but she kind of looking at them, she goes, like
Starts
the
howling.
fox screams that they do.
Okay.
So that's what the fox says.
That's what the fox says.
Find out.
Buggles, I don't want to read this too far into this, but I imagine you're terrified by
Yeah,
this.
I think we've undergone like so much trauma. We've like lost friends recently, and all this stuff is, I think, even more new to him than it is to the others, as strange as it is. So yeah, I think he sort of feels along the same lines as Ramius, where it's like he wants to see. He has a generally like very sort of positive view about sentient people's nature, but he is like, he's been traumatized. This is strange, and so I think he's sort of like huddles close to like Zephyr, and just instinctively, just like a hiding almost.
Sorry, you added one line that I was not comfortable with, that I don't recall you saying before. They're all closing in on us
It feels like they're
with their
coming
weapons
in.
drawn.
They have weapons on their person. Some of them have weapons in hand, daggers.
Like
no
this,
one, no one has a bow and
describe a
arrow
little bit?
drawn, but it feels like the walls are closing in around you. There's like way more sounds than people, and as you start to look around, you see there's more and more of the members of this mercenary group standing, walking towards you, observing you. But the wolf call starts to die down, and as it does so, a tall, hulking yet lean figure, long brown hair, starts to walk forward. He's got a broadsword on his back that, like, the hilt comes over his head and the sword almost touches the ground. It's like a guts sword for fans of Berserk. Huge broadsword.
This is this wide.
And so you imagine, to try and lift a sword like that, it would have to be a very strong person. He's got a dagger.
To get it off your back would just be cumbersome.
Right?
He's got a dagger in his hand, though, and he's using it to, like, pick his teeth. He's smiling at you. He addresses the two members of his group that came with you and Anuma and Sakawachi, and of course, Hubert Hedge. Says, Jorif, Iana, good to see you back. I see you brought us more mouths to feed. Picks teeth, picks teeth, picks teeth. Jorif says, yes, more lost strangers, Mats, like the Edutaki hunter. He motions towards Anuma. Ah, I see you found another tribesman, but these others, you are not Edutaki. Greetings, I am Mats Ballandine. What brings you to Skywatch in the company of these lost strangers?
A greeting, Mats, and thank you so much for your hospitality. We were in great need of it, lost as we were in Skywatch.
Don't thank me yet, sir.
My name is Brother Ramius, of Latria, of the Shadow Isle. Have you heard of this place?
I have not.
Well, I come from a land far from here, and I must confess I am very unfamiliar with these lands and your people. None of us wish to impose upon your hospitality, and if you wish us to leave, we will at once be once again on our way.
Where is your way?
Well, to be frank, we don't quite know. We are lost, and are searching for a way south.
South. Lost. Very well. How did you come upon Skywatch? What brought you here in the first place?
Telescope? A big telescope?
The observatory. You came seeking the observatory. This is what the hunter said he and his people came for, to find this observatory, but they got lost. Did you not get lost as well by the strange goings-on in this town?
Yes, we did.
Can you tell us Is this the normal state of affairs here, or is something else going on?
Something else is going on. Skywatch has always been known as a city whose gates remained closed. It wasn't always this way, but for the past 20 years or so, no one walked in Skywatch and no one came out. But something must have happened at some point in the past few months, because word traveled throughout all of Brevoy and beyond that the gates were flung open and the city abandoned. It's become a bit of a hotbed for curious vagabonds, bloodthirsty raiders, and ambitious treasure hunters such as we, Smiling Wolves, are. But no one who came here expected the magic that twists these streets. Luckily, we have used the stars to crack the code, but frankly, I can't wait to finish getting what we need from this place and getting out. Something is not right here.
Well, what are you looking for?
Whatever we can get our hands on.
Nothing specific.
No, we're here to ransack.
Do you know a woman named Northkessa?
Northkessa. That is a hobgoblin name. Perhaps she belongs to the Obsidian Oath.
What's that?
It is the raiders that are running rampant in this town. We are not the only group here. Have you seen them?
We have.
And lived to tell?
Not them, though.
You eliminated them.
Of course.
We barely fought our way out. But yes,
How many?
7,
8,
9.
10?
They are dead. And we managed to survive thanks to the
Rousing
fighting
splash.
prowess.
That Ramius gave
Thanks
us.
to the legal use of rousing splash.
Yes.
The new third-party spell, invigorating-splash.com.
He emitted many invigorating splashes all over us.
Such a powerful spell. I didn't know you had it.
You can find more information on holesandrods.com
Holes and rods.
about invigorating splash.
Come, I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Treasure hunters, where do you hail from? What distance have you traveled to come here?
We are from Brevoy. My men and I sailed up the Little Ice Rime. He points to this river behind him. We came here on rafts, seeking any treasures that may remain here in this abandoned city. We took control of the lock house over yonder and now occupy these docks, effectively controlling who enters and who leaves the city via the river.
Well, I assure you, arriving at the observatory, we personally searched it very thoroughly. Our friend Asa here is quite the treasure hunter herself, and we found nothing of value.
Explain to me again, though, how you came to this observatory. This is the part I'm not understanding.
Buggles just like points up at the sky. Just points out at the star that we came from.
You are not gonna believe us.
I believe the phrase you're looking for, Buckles, is take us to your leader.
I thought he was the leader.
I know I was making a reference to an oft-used cultural phrase for people.
I'm not familiar.
I hope you don't find me rude, but can we get to the point here? What are you trying to say?
We were up there. We passed through the gates, and many times
we found ourselves there, and he points at Castrovel, like in the sky. And he says, we met elves there, and they helped us to get back, but we came to the observatory. It was not by choice, but we are back on here now, and we need help. We need help to get back to where we need to be.
I know this sounds outlandish, otherworldly, but are you familiar with Ayudara at all? The ancient elven gates?
Elf gates, yes. I did not know.
We
their
passed
proper
through.
name.
We passed through these gates, and something occurred at these gates some months ago. It could be somehow related to what happened at Skywatch, for it has been a few months since these events occurred, and we are trying to discover what happened. Skywatch itself could be a clue as to what is happening here, and we have been transported all over Galarian, and yes, as Buggles has stated, to the stars themselves.
As you start mentioning gates, you notice that people in the tribe start, like, looking at each other and talking, and Matz's face grows stern. I am familiar with these gates. We lost 2 of our members to them some months ago.
They stepped through and never returned.
Not been returned to you.
Yes. We were out and about. We had sent a group out looking for food. It was 4 of them, and 2 of them reported that they came upon these gates. They're all over Galarian. Most of them are defunct, unused. I am not wise in the ways of magic. I never gave them a second thought. But according to the report, they came alive, and 2 of our people walked through and never returned.
And you still have not seen or heard from them?
No.
Yes, that is where we found him. This is Barnes. Barnes stepped through and ended up there.
So are you saying that my men walked through and entered another planet? How did you...
Not
They could, but we don't know for
necessarily.
sure.
They could have ended up anywhere.
It's possible that someone has reactivated these gates for nefarious purposes. We're trying to discover just what happened.
We've been following, well, a lot of different leads. We thought it was one thing, but now we think it's another. You're from Brevoy, you said.
That's right.
Have you heard of the Black Frost whale? Or a soyo?
No.
Fuck.
Yes.
I hate talking about stuff.
Our apologies, our frustrations.
Told you he wouldn't understand, he wouldn't believe us.
It is coming from the difficulty. Just as you have not been able to find your people, so have we not been able to find others that we have searched for. This is our quest. We have been mandated by the leader of our clan, the Gatewalkers, to find those that went missing and return them. Finding your friends. That is why we are here. That is what we are trying to do.
I see. And, you, points to Sakawachi and Anuma, your friends then went missing. Did they walk through these gates? And Sakawachi is like, no, I think you're confusing the magics that's going on here in Skywatch with the magic of these gates, which is still kind of new to me. We just met. We lost our other friends here in the city, and if you don't mind, I would love your help in trying to locate them. They were given to me by my tribe, basically to help me in my quest looking for a god. It's a whole thing. But if any of your people have seen my friends, there are 3 other Arataki, we could really use your help in finding them. And then it seems like my goals are aligned with the goals of these people. I feel like we can all work together here, right, Ramius?
Yes, of course. We must. We must work together. I do fear for your friends, though, that they might have fallen to the raiders. Do you know where what were they? The Obsidian Oath. Do you know where they encamp? Or do you know where they're headquartered?
Yes, their leader is named Godrak the Quick. They've taken over a section of the town. These raiders, although we are raiders as well, they mix bloodshed with looting in equal measure. That is not the mayhem that we cause. We've come to plunder, yes, but once we've loaded our rafts with as much as we can, we intend on leaving this God's forsaken city. The Obsidian Oath, they are looking for something else. You say you've disposed
You're
of
more like
7 of them.
Raiders of the Lost Ark Raiders, and they're more like Oakland Raiders.
Yes.
Got Francis.
Exactly. Finally, someone who gets us.
Someone can parse the nuances of our culture.
They are here for other reasons. They relish in bloodshed. If you've disposed of 7 of them, that is good, but I doubt you've taken out their leader. That would help us as well. They've been a thorn in our side since we arrived.
Perhaps we can help each other then.
Yes, perhaps if we found this encampment and you sent your warriors along as well, we could discover if your friends, turning to Sakawachi, had been captured by them and at the same time eliminate this source of bloodshed.
And look at your treasure.
Master.
Just see what you have.
Master.
I'll need to think on
Barnes
this.
will jerk his head ever so slightly towards the suspicious meat.
That's not the treasure.
I'll need to think on
You know
this.
you're talking out loud, right?
I'm whispering to you.
Surrounded by people with weapons, Asta.
I also have a weapon.
Speaking of the weapons, do you have anyone here that can remove and then reattach runes
Oh,
to weapons?
do you have a smithy or
Craftsman.
We could help a lot more
Trained craftsman.
better
Yeah,
If our archer had a striking move.
a lot more
if
better.
we could finagle these runes.
Let me think on that as well. We have many people at our disposal that can help, but I need to figure out how best to move forward here.
As do we.
You are welcome to rest and recover here in our camp. I'll need a description of the people that you cannot find. Motions towards Sakawachi and Anuma, and I'll ask around, and perhaps we can strike a bargain here.
Can I do a perception check on this guy's vibe? Does he seem like an honest and good leader, or does he seem like a
He's going to
deceptive?
screw us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or if he
Vibe
wants to just eat us.
Vibe check.
I'm getting a
Vibe
good
check.
vibe from him,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to roll to see if Ramius is picking up on any deceptions. That just jumped right out. 24.
You know them to be mercenaries, so they are going to deal in what's most beneficial for them.
Right,
So,
but honest thieves kind of vibe.
honest thieves, Robin Hoods, maybe,
Yeah,
but
they probably get into some unsavory things.
yeah,
but this guy seems respected and a solid leader.
yeah.
Honor among thieves.
Yeah.
You feel as if though you have no leverage here because you are greatly outnumbered.
Oh yeah,
While you don't think that they would straight up attack you, they may just not help you if you don't
or rob us,
do. Yeah,
and not kill us, but rob us.
That's the thing. Like,
That's
I'm
why he-
thinking,
he-
they're all
like, even
eyeing your
mentioning
nice
that we
things.
have like anything of value, I was just
Totally.
like, "Ugh, don't say that.
runes, huh?
Which
How
is
many?
which is
Yeah.
why I was like, we found nothing in the observatory. There's
Yeah.
nothing there. I'll just have my robes. I'm useless.
I'm but a simple priest.
Well, I thank you, and we will talk as well and try to decide how best we can help and support you in your quest.
Very well. Do you have tents and?
We have some camping supplies, yes, but we are very hungry. May I ask any kind of gestures over to the meat? What animal is this?
That is rabbit and boar.
Oh, excellent.
That's Circlar. Natural 15.
Looks like a rabbit and a boar.
I'm sorry to say that we have come with very little food. Our travels have left us unable to hunt or trap anything.
Yes.
If we could have some meat. I'd
Oh,
greatly
absolutely.
appreciate
Jolof, Yana, give them whatever they like and just make note of what they take. Enjoy yourselves. Make yourselves comfortable. Sakawachi, Anuma, let us speak on your friends. He pulls them aside. Well, this is a bit of a predicament we're in, huh?
But what do you think?
Well, I'm a bit new to your world, as it were, but I like them.
You like them?
I like them, yeah. I like
Your take is that you think you like them?
Yeah, they seem like straight shooters, as it were. Honest
So in your view,
hunters.
none of us, including you, have anything to fear about being eaten.
And nothing to hide.
it. Being eaten?
What?
Being eaten?
Wait, did you just say being eaten?
Did you say being eaten?
It's being eaten.
Did you say bean eaten?
Bean eaten?
I didn't see any
What's
beans.
a bean eaten?
He said they were boar, not beans.
Do they have beans?
What is going on?
I could go for some beans on it.
No, but Bonds, what do
Why are you
What do you mean being eaten?
I'm not convinced those were boar and rabbit.
What?
Did none of you
Back at it.
Did none of you pick up on the cannibal vibe?
Smells like boar. Cannibal.
Cannibal?
There's a cannibal vibe.
Cannibal, what does that mean?
What's a cannibal vibe?
It was giving a vibe of them eating people.
Hubert, it means you eat your own kind.
Oh, I thought that was the bud that Brother Amius smoked.
No, that
Cannibal.
is cannabis.
Ah,
Actually, it's flyleaf.
doesn't make any more sense to me. cannibal. People eat each other.
Well, keep it down.
Are you mean to say to me? There are people in this world and they all said evil.
Cover his mouth.
They're on all my days.
I am frightened by how good it smells.
Hold on.
It is.
Ramius, hold on. Asta turns into a fox. And I would like...
You're immediately littered with arrows.
Serious.
Here's dinner.
Oh, man.
Just wanted to smell the meat.
Dinner will be ready soon. Just doing things.
It's 25 guys with crossbows.
Oh, perfect. They came right to our camp.
I'd like to smell the meat.
Smell the meat. All right, so they kind of look strangely at you, and they do start brandishing weapons. Maybe you're like, oh, that's cool. And
As a fox, I go,
She is a kitsune.
She does this.
it smells like animal.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
She comes back over and changes back. Seems fine.
See, Barnes, very paranoid.
Chill out, man.
I've seen many cultures that eat a lot of different things.
You should probably smoke some cannibal. Calm you down.
I wouldn't say no, actually.
Perhaps we shouldn't. Perhaps we should keep our wits about us. We don't know them. And although they seem like they might help us,
Let us be clear.
Yes?
They are not going to help us.
They might.
Everything has a cost here.
We have to make ourselves valuable to them.
Our interests might align.
Yes, if we can be valuable to them, we could get out of this just fine. In fact, even ahead of the game.
I know exactly what to do. I'll scope out their most priceless find. Then I'll steal it.
What?
Then they'll want it back.
What?
And that can be our leverage.
I think you're skipping a few key parts.
A,
in there.
steal.
Logic, reason.
B, they want it. C,
They take it back.
I give it back.
I am
Let's call that Plan B.
Okay.
I'm consistently astounded that you survived until we met you.
Thank you.
I don't truly know how you could have lived this long.
Thank you. She puts her little clawed hand. Thank you, Ramius. That means so much. I'm happy to be with you too.
You truly are blessed.
Thank you. She looks at Buggles. Big thumbs up.
Asta, please don't steal anything of this. Please.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Not even a little?
What if what if you and I would have set up a game where we stole something back and forth between each other? That we could possibly divert your more destructive tendencies.
That is and she's poking him in the chest. That is an excellent idea. And with her other hand, I'd like to pickpocket.
Pickpocket Barnes.
I'd like to pickpocket Barnes.
Take his +1 striking short sword.
I can steal or palm an object that's closely guarded, such as in a pocket, without taking the -5 penalty. I can't steal anything that's extremely noticeable. So what do you got in your pocket?
A healing potion?
Cool, I'm gonna pickpocket that.
You're like, that's a great idea.
I'm like, that's a great idea. And as I'm doing that, I just pick with my other hand.
Does he have a
can
chance to
roll.
see that?
I think it's against his perception
DC,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
What does the rule say?
If you're a master, you can steal ba 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 ba. Oh, that's just
Yada
if
yada
I...
yada. I have a healing.
Yada,
Something about a roll.
This is just...
I'm guessing it's a thievery check against
yeah,
that
but
perception DC.
I don't take a penalty for it, is what this is. It's a feat that I have that's pickpocket.
Yeah, so that you don't take a penalty against something that's closely guarded.
Right.
Yes.
So, yes, I will roll my thievery. I'm going to use
Against your perception DC.
my Sydney die. My glass cannon Sydney die. Oh, middling. But that's going to be a 21.
You steal my... But Barnes fully expects that having opened the door, something has already been
When you
said.
inventory later in the evening, you'll know where
That's
that
going to be
was.
great, though.
So then she does it, though, and she goes, we'll start whenever you want. This will be very fun.
Sounds great. I'll pick an item.
Perfect.
Asta, you've just given me an idea. Your skill at this is quite incredible.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You all saw it except for Barnes.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying your general stealing, constant theft of everything around you.
Theft has made you incredible at it.
Look, Asta, instead of stealing from them, these people that are far larger than us and greatly outnumber us, perhaps you steal for them. Think of if we can find something of value that you can steal and give to them, you will become indispensable to them.
Why,
they will
Brother
think of you as
Ramius?
the greatest treasure hunter of them all.
My brother Ramius, what a devious and genius thought.
Well, I do like this Mats. I like his vibe, but I do believe that they put value only in material things. And
Perhaps with
it is a
theirs.
way of life. I am not one to judge.
Asta like licks her fanged teeth. I like that. I've never thought to do that. Okay, I'll do it. Huh. I'll be very useful then.
Yes.
Hey, where the fuck's my healing potion?
Looking for this?
I've only
1 point for Asta.
only been in your world for a few hours, but is everyone here a lying murderer?
Well, we told you, if you recall, before traveling here, that you would encounter great danger. Yes, nearly everyone you meet, you must be prepared to defend yourself. You must be suspicious, but there are a great many people that will not turn out to be that way.
It's safer to assume that they might be a traveling murderer, though.
So, lot of murderers, liars, thieves in this world,
Well, they
Survivors.
survivors.
surviving by killing.
It can happen. There are scant resources here. People want and desire greatly what others have.
People are scared.
They don't just talk about it. They don't just say, we should discuss this. They just let the strongest survive.
Hubert, I am astounded by how much you naturally lean yourself toward the causes of the Keeper and Gruhasta. This is what my God so deeply desires, is for people to understand each other enough that they can share these things and not have to kill each other to take from one another. It is a frustrating world to navigate, but navigate it we must.
This keeper, this Gruhasta, they are the same person?
Yes, it is just another name. Gruhasta is his given name, but many of us call him the Keeper.
And where does he live?
Where does he live?
Yeah.
He
I assume you've met him, if you worship
He
him.
lives within me, within you. Oh, within all of us to some extent.
Well, what's his address? Like if you want to go visit him and have a spot of tea with him.
I'm afraid you would have to go through a rather painful ordeal if you were to meet him.
So you did that?
No, I have never met him. I believe you would have to die first.
But you believe in him
Yes.
and base your entire life around him, even though you've never met him. How do you know he exists?
Did you have
Because of his
gods in the
writing.
Thin Lands?
What's that?
Did you have gods in the Thin Lands?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what a god is?
No, and that's why I didn't understand her question.
You should let him read one of your books, Ramius.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you read?
No, but I can listen. Good listener,
Yes. Well,
good friend,
I could teach you.
given the chance.
I could teach you.
Teach me to read.
Tonight, I would love to read some passages to you.
Oh, I have plans. But sometime.
Wish I
perhaps.
could.
Sounds good, though.
When you are ready, you let me know.
Right, so you know he exists because of his writings. He wrote the books.
Yes,
He wrote books.
He wrote
books that you read.
He wrote the book.
He wrote the book. And you believe in him even though you've never met him. But if I cut you open, he's inside of you. And inside of me.
We'll keep working on it.
Yes, if you cut yourself open.
Spiritually, of course.
Always wanted to learn about things out there. Maybe this Gruhasta will be my god too.
I like this idea very much, Hubert.
Perhaps you might take the vows and become a cleric in his service.
What does any of that mean?
It means you might have some mechanical utility to our adventure.
Finally.
Though, Hubert, I have to say,
Yes.
I didn't have time before because I was hit in the head so much and I needed to be healed.
Oh, you've got that healing potion now on your belt there. I didn't see earlier. You could use that to heal yourself.
You said you'd start when I was ready.
Oh, this is mine. I had that before. Hubert, anyway,
Didn't see that.
Searching his pockets.
It literally has a tag hanging off. It says Barnes.
This potion
He
belongs
tags all
to
his
T.
potions found. Please return to Barnes.
Yes.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh, why? What'd I do?
You were very brave in our fight with the raiders, and you stood up for us when we were all in trouble.
Oh, well, just wanted to contribute.
That move. And he moves like very awkwardly. And Brother Amos like kind of sticks his butt out a little bit.
Yeah.
That shimmy. You did such lightning speed moving backwards. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh.
You are a gifted animal.
Oh, I don't know about that. Just wanted to close my eyes and hope something would happen, and it did.
Something pretty incredible did.
Yes. Perhaps the keeper was guiding my bum.
Perhaps he was.
A lot of potential, Hubert.
We should make use of that space there. Seems like they want us to go over here. They are bringing some food over.
Oh, excellent. Barnes. Let's eat.
They set you up. They don't give you any tents, but they give you food. And you do see Jorf just noting everything that's brought over to you.
Taking an accounting.
Yeah. And they're very, can we get you anything else? That kind of stuff.
Trying to upsell us.
Yeah.
Right. Still or sparkling? Tap or bottle?
Do you want
Any
the rail?
appetizers to start?
Goose?
Dessert menu?
An extra sauce.
You guys be doing dessert?
It's like Fogo de Chao. They're just cutting
Yeah.
it off the table.
I'm putting the
Like
stop. I'm
slicing.
like, no, I said stop. I don't want any more. Stop.
And you just have this, like, even though you rested in the observatory, now midday here, surrounded by people
Lunch.
that could save you if the camp was under attack, you feel safe and calm for the first time in a long time. But yet again, you're thrown into this situation surrounded by magic beyond knowing. What do you guys do here in this time, this like downtime?
Brother Amius,
Yes.
you,
Oh, I'm so full. If you don't mind, while you talk, I'm going to lay down.
And he just like lays on the ground
asked
and folds his fingers together over his stomach.
Just
Yes, Barnes.
in Brother Amius's pocket. You might find something. Just a little something to take the edge off.
Are you serious? Just ask him if you can have some.
Barnes.
What was? No, you take your nap.
I'm listening, Barnes. I just needed to lay down. to rest my eyes.
Asta's like reaching.
Guys, he shares it with us all the time.
While she's distracted, I'm going to steal my healing potion back.
Are you actually going to try? Yeah. Go ahead and try. You sneaky little.
Natural one.
Classic.
Asta, grabs your wrist and twists your arm backward. You almost had me, didn't you? That's fun.
Good game.
Yeah, excellent. What were you asking, Barnes?
What?
What were you asking? I think you're going to ask Brother Ramius something, weren't you?
No, I'm good.
You answered your own question. You don't have a question.
What?
Oh my God.
Barnes, you should really have a goal in mind when you start talking to someone.
I'm pretty sure all of you are just ate human meat.
Could I ask something? Could I ask something of all of you?
Barnes didn't eat the meat, by the way.
Of course, yes.
Could I have 3 of your help with something?
All right.
What is
What do you
it?
need?
Not, well, I guess you could, Hubert. I have something that I've been working on. And she pulls out this like braided, twisted piece that looks similar to like the tassels that come off her own robe and the tassel on her katana. It's like a red braid, and there's a coin that is looped through and tied, and it looks like a talisman or something. And I have this ritual spell called Lucky Month, and I've been working on it on my own, but I need 3 secondary checks, and I do the primary check to finish this as a spell, and I can give this to someone. It's a token full of luck. I choose a single creature during the ritual's performance to become the recipient of the token's luck. So I've been working on it, but I need, in character, she's telling you, I need 3 of you to like focus while I cast this spell.
What's the
What
check?
skills do you need?
So I would do religion, or you could do religion, I guess, if you want to. I guess I have to do it. Anyone can
Is
do
that
it?
like the main one?
It says primary check religion, secondary checks crafting,
Yes, you
performance,
have to do it if
society.
You're the primary caster.
Okay.
I could do
Are
society.
you trained in religion?
No. Can I-
Ritual fails.
What's this
How
thing
hard
called?
could it be? How hard could it be?
It's called Lucky Month.
You can't even attempt it.
I can't.
Not if
What?
you're not trained.
Can I give it to you?
But it's her. How'd you get the ritual?
I don't
then?
see a specific reason why I can't be the primary caster.
Yeah, you just be the
But-
primary Asta shoves it into your hands. You.
He's laying on the ground. Now he has a book out that he's
did
reading
you
some
learn this
writings
ritual?
of
It literally
Grahasta.
says in the primary check religion, open parentheses, trained.
Ah, it does. Does, doesn't it? Perfect. And she gives it to Ramius.
You throw it like onto his belly. Oh,
My family used to do this, and I've never done it because I wasn't old enough when we were doing it. The adults do it, not the children. But we give it during the different autumn festivals, and it's sort of like a tradition. And I thought, I thought maybe you could have it, Zephyr.
Oh, me? Oh. I'll take it. You already gave me a gift, though.
I did.
Yeah, you get. It wasn't like a actual lucky one.
Was it a rock?
No, you gave her already like a friendship bracelet esque type of gift. At one point,
yeah, with the red braided.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is this object worth 10 gold pieces?
It's a coin.
Oh, the coin.
Yeah.
Got it.
It takes a day to cast this, and Ramius would have to do it. Anybody can do a ritual.
you don't have to know the ritual.
You have to know the ritual.
And then the item gives you what?
On a critical success, you can call upon the token's luck once per week when rolling a saving throw or a skill check. You can use the token's power and roll twice, so you get advantage.
Once per week. Oh.
It's like a bottle cap, once per week.
Oh.
It's a fortune
You
effect.
should make these all the time.
Well, this is why I haven't done it once, because everyone's yelling at me and it got really quiet at the table.
Yeah. Let's put this ritual on hold. It could be something you'd be talking to Ramius about.
Yeah.
Since you don't have the ability to do it, you could teach him about it if you've watched this ritual, and that could help you know what the ritual is. and
Yeah, so
something
maybe
you could do.
this...
Yeah, I'm not sure how you get rituals. I mean, like I know, like playing a higher level wizard, like you can choose rituals. But yeah,
All it says is you must know the ritual. So I think it's something like if you experienced it, I think in game-wise, she could explain it to you. She has the token, and anyone can do a ritual. You don't even need to cast spells to do a ritual. But you have to... It says learning a ritual does not count against any limits on spells in your spell repertoire. Rituals are never common, though. If you look hard, you can probably find someone who can perform an uncommon ritual for you.
So then, yeah, this scene, maybe Asta is talking about it and has finished the design and like the piece itself. And she is talking to Ramius about it and basically saying, you know, maybe in the future, this could come in handy. If you learn this ritual, we can do it together.
yeah.
We need all the luck we can get. So I thought maybe it would
Yes,
help.
this sounds very interesting.
Sorry, I know you're reading and sleeping.
No, I'm not sleeping. I just laid down. I needed to get
know you're
horizontal for a moment. That's
Closing
all.
your eyes.
My belly is full.
Wake up, Brother Ramius. They're talking to you.
I'll hold on to it. But if you have any ideas and we have a day where we're not being chased by goblins and hobgoblins and scary things.
I think I heard of something like this once. Let me look into it, Asta. And he's going to shuffle through some of his books, like
Yeah, I would
pulling
say you
up-
probably find a book.
yeah, to see if he has anything of this ritual in his studies over the years.
As you start digging in to that to learn if this is something you can cast, you notice that Sakawachi and Anuma begin walking from the camp over to your little section. And we'll be back right after this quick break. We're back. Sakawachi and Anuma come over and they're like, are we interrupting?
No, please join
I
us.
think Brother Amos was about to go to bed.
No, of course.
You might not be able
No, I don't want to
Trying
wake
to
him if
read.
he's sleeping.
I'll read somewhere else.
He's a little tired.
He's tired. Well, you guys had a long day. I was just going to say we spoke to Matt's and some of his, looks at Numa like maybe his lieutenants. I'm not quite sure how their system works. And I get the sense that he knows about our friends that are missing. He's going to talk to people and then he's going to get back to us. But it sounds like they might know something. I don't know if this doesn't really affect you. You don't even know my friends, but it's very important to me and to my people that I find them. We have a mission to do, and they have been Anuma as well. They've been tasked with helping me, so I need to find them, and I would really appreciate your help in this because Anuma has instructed me that I should not go back out and put myself in danger.
Is Matt suggesting that they're where they might be?
That's the vibe that I got. I feel like he knew things that he wasn't telling me, and maybe he was just stalling for reasons I don't know why, but I get the sense that my friends, they may know something, and if it involves going back out to try and find them, I don't think I should do that. This is what Anuma says. Anuma's like, I don't know how much Sakawachi has told you, but he is very important to my people. And we cannot risk losing him. At the same time, we need to find our friends.
Is that how your friends supposed to know who we are or trust us? Perhaps you can give us something that we can, as a sign, or tell us something only you would know.
That's a good point. We would give you a token of something, but then it would look
just
you could have killed us and taken it. Yes,
A word, a phrase?
good point. We don't really have those.
Maybe you could
You don't
write
have
us.
words or phrases?
We don't have ones that we set up in advance, like it's safe to
Could you write us a note?
A writ.
No.
a note. Yes,
And
absolutely.
and with an object, with a note attached to it.
I could write it in our language, so they would know it had to have come from us. It's like, what, these are friends. I'll write it right now. What should I write?
We've come upon some very handsome strangers.
Hold on, I can't write that fast. What is the name for strangers in our language?
Do you not remember your own language?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not.
I like how
I'm not
they
usually
ask,
the note writer.
in common what the word is in their first language.
Remember, I learned to write like a week ago.
I thought you were very important.
You know what, Sakawachi, why don't you write this? I'll handle this. I know strangers.
It's not going to matter.
Can you start over?
Their friends are dead. Sorry, what's that?
I'm writing the note.
Raimi's just said something to Bards and she's just like,
Something about strangers?
we came upon some very handsome strangers.
Came upon
It
some.
was a little bit of a joke to introduce levity into a very serious situation, but
Oh boy. Okay, slow down.
that wasn't part of the note.
Got you. Oh, I need a piece of paper. This one's covered in crust.
Tried rewriting strangers in their language like multiple times, couldn't remember the word, crossed it out.
This is awkward. I literally only had one piece of paper.
I trust
Jorf comes over. He's like, "Here's a piece of paper," and he notates it down.
Oh my God.
Great, thank you, Jorf. He seems like a really good guy. All right, so
Are you sure you want to stay with these people?
we came upon some
No.
strangers.
They are friends?
They're friends.
They are
I have
friends.
sent them to find you.
I have sent them to find you.
Here is a token.
Trust them.
Trust them, and here is a token of proof.
Here is a token of
And
proof.
what do you want to give us? You can note what it is.
A feather. We have a feather. Do you have the feather? And Anuma's like, I have the feather. Here. And he
Jorf is like, here's a feather.
Wait, what's the word in our language for feather? I don't know what you're asking for.
You're asking- pulls out this like beautiful multicolored feather. It's like they'll know this is from us. Just don't break it. It may not look important. It's important.
I put it in with my esoterica.
Don't break the delicate feather.
Don't break this feather.
I carry around a mirror with me at all times. I think. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
right. But
delicate.
it's a broken piece
It's a
of
broken
mirror.
piece of a
It was
mirror.
broken when I found it.
Here's the letter. I'm just, again, this is just the vibe I'm getting from Matt's. I feel like, anyways, I can't go,
If they did,
but I appreciate it.
if there's any talk of them, wanting to feed you extra, put on a little extra weight so you're a little more tasty. Just don't do it.
Okay. Can I not eat anything?
I mean,
I'm very hungry.
that's up to you.
Okay.
It's fine.
You know what?
was gonna
When in
have some
doubt,
more.
assume your mercenaries are cannibals, and you'll be safer.
I don't think they're cannibals. I think they're just going to charge us for all of this stuff. They're treasure hunters. I get it. I get it.
I feel like you should try some of the meat so that you have enough energy before we leave.
I'm not eating that meat.
Oh, okay.
I hope you don't mind. I mentioned to Anuma about the symbols that you have and how it matches the one that my grandmother imprinted on me. Can we talk a little bit more about this? I feel like it's very important, and the stars have brought us together for a reason that we yet do not know. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm curious what you think about this. What do you think happened?
To your grandmother.
When we
No,
went
to
in the gate?
to you, that you walked through, came back with this.
We don't know, Sakwachi. That's the entire point. We don't know.
Okay. And that's why you're doing this, because you want to learn.
Yes. And that's why I was asking you when your grandmother had these dreams, when she put this on you and you could not give specific
It's
answers.
just so funny because so it's like, it must have been before I left. It's like, I don't know when you left.
I don't know your schedule.
Give us the vague answers. Well, what evil affects your people? I don't know. Evil. What is happening to them? Evil. What? That's not an answer.
I'm
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. I don't think I was being as forthcoming as I could be. Maybe I was being a little guarded. But we can talk. I've talked to Anuma. It seems like we're all in this together now. And
Okay, let's begin at the beginning. What is the name of the living god?
it's not a specific living god.
So
could
just
be-
any walking living god that you happen across while traveling the countryside.
I know it seems strange to an
Look
outsider.
out, God.
But literally, yes, literally.
All those living
All
gods,
gods, beware.
they better be on guard. Sakuachi and his people are coming to get you.
If I may say, I heard if you cut him open, there's a god inside.
Yes, that would be faster, wouldn't it, Hubert?
Yes, but he's
That's
not
not-
living, Hubert. That's the problem.
Oh, he's
We're
got
looking for a living one.
It's got a dead god in him.
Sakawachi.
It's weird.
It's got a dead gun.
Don't cut him open. God's dead.
Sakawachi,
Yes.
if I may,
Yes.
I think when we walked through the gates,
Yes.
we were chosen. And I think we were chosen to fight against the evil that you talk about. I think the evil you talk about is the same we learned about on Casterville. The Soyo curse, the Black Frost whale. I think it started all of this, and I think perhaps we are chosen to fight against it. And that's what I think.
Yeah.
It is my belief that someone or multiple someones is meddling with a great and powerful evil. A Soyo. Not Arroyo, a Soyo. A Soyo. And whatever they're doing caused these gates to come on. Now, whether it be that was their intention or not, I believe they have somehow manipulated our memories so that we do not remember what happened there.
And this is all happening somewhere around the crown of the world.
This is what we were told.
Told that thousands of years ago, this is where the creature was trapped, imprisoned, should not be able to reach out. But we have seen through, we had an experience with. It's a very long story, but a childhood nightmare, a thin man that haunted children. He was imprisoned also by the elves, but seemed to break free from that prison, reach out past it, and begin to affect the minds of those here on Galarian. This same thing seems to be happening with this Black Frost whale. But if the answer is indeed the sacrifice of a living god. I'm at a loss. Sakwachi, I don't know if your people sent you here on a fool's errand. Have you heard of Razmir? Do you know of This is a living god that I can name.
Razmir. I don't know.
Dripping with condescension.
A lot. Razmir, I don't know a lot about him.
Is the only living god that I'm aware of besides the beast, the great beast that we met on Castroville, that we spoke to you of. Razmir leads a nation of armies and devotees that number in the tens of thousands at the very least. How would your people suspect you could ever defeat a living god? It would be like defeating
a living god.
Tens of yes. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Not so much defeat; it's sacrifice.
But they must willingly do it, perhaps.
He looks at Enuma. He's like, "Can I just expound upon this?" And Enuma's like,
"It might be helpful to just kind of contain the cultural insensitivity that's happening over here."
It would be so great to get straight answers from someone.
I didn't want to get into this initially because I didn't know how relevant it would be. I didn't know if I could fully trust you, even though I feel as if you've been sent to me from literally the heavens. But maybe this will help shed light on this. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just make things more confusing. But when did this happen? Your gate walk?
The missing
3
moment?
months ago.
3 months ago.
Was it 3 or 6?
3, right?
3.
Roughly 3 months ago.
Or maybe like 4 at this
Some
Probably more like 4 at this point, right? Because we've been adventuring.
He looks at Enuma.
21 Erastes in 4722 AR was the missing moment. So what's today's date?
He looks at Enuma.
All I know is that the last 20 episodes were about 16 hours.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't overthink how long
okay.
it's been.
6 Abadius 4723 AR, 6 months after the missing moment. Disappeared for 3 months. So it's been 6 months. We disappeared for 3 months.
We've been back for 3.
So
No, we've been back
we've
for
been
6.
back for 6 and some more now.
So 9 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he looks at Enuma and he's like, it's going to be the same. It had to have been the same. Around that time, we were all celebrating in the town square. One night when we saw these unnatural blue lights beaming up from the center of the crown of the world. We live, my people, we come from this small town on the crown of the world, sort of northeast of all of Avestan, known as Iminuit. And we were celebrating and we saw this just beam of light coming from the top of the world. And we didn't think too much of it.
Sorry, the top of the world? Are you talking about to the north?
North of you.
Literally, the North Pole of the world.
The North Pole. We were celebrating. We're close to there, but still far enough away where we saw this. We thought it was a sign from the gods, but it happened, and then it stopped. We ended our celebration. We sheltered in place for the evening, and eventually we went to bed. The blue light stopped. The next morning, my grandmother came to me. Seishu is her name. And she told me of a dream she had that night. And she believed that the dream was directly connected to this event. She said she dreamt of an ancient being of white fur, bestial horns, and glowing runic tattoos. This beast she knows. His name is Ainemoran, the last Salmankar. My grandmother had befriended Ainemoran long ago, and for years she'd listened to his dire warnings of a great evil that lurked somewhere beneath the crown of the world. She hadn't seen her friend, though, in many seasons, so his dream visit to her came as a surprise. I don't know how it is in your culture, but in our culture, if someone visits you in a dream, it's not a dream, It's a connection, a message, a conversation just like we're having now. She saw her friend in a dream, but it was her friend reaching out to her. This Salman Kar you may know as a Yeti.
It's making sense. Yes. Yes. I have also dreamed of this. What did you call him?
Salman Kar. Einamoran.
An Einamoran.
His name is Einamoran.
His name is Einamoran.
Very insensitive to now my culture and the culture of the Salman
I
Kar.
truly don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you're the one calling him some kind of moron.
Yeah, that's what
the
it
way you
sounds
pronounce it is hurtful.
We should just say, Yeti. I feel like
I
we're being
apologize on
insulted.
behalf of Brother Ramius. He's been smoking
Don't
a lot
apologize
of
for me.
He's been smoking.
I've done nothing wrong.
I know we woke you,
Really
but
need
it's
to
no reason to act rude.
I'm honestly,
If you search him right now, he has a lot of drugs.
if you would have just answered the questions honestly that we had asked before, there wouldn't be this frustration. My frustration is not with your culture, it's with you.
Jeez.
You. We're holding out on us. This is the information that we needed, Sakawachi.
Ramius. Listen, Sakawachi, we've also seen this creature in our dreams since the missing moment.
Einamoran has come to you.
Yes.
I
all
thought
of
he-
you.
I thought he was quite intelligent.
Not me.
Not all of
To
us.
Zephyr and myself.
Did it
Did
ever
Buggles
appear
tell
in
us?
Buggles' dream?
I didn't see
Buggles
this
saw,
thing.
well, Buggles saw the same thing that you guys saw.
Did I see it?
No.
No, I haven't seen it.
Looked like someone wearing a mask.
Yeah.
We saw it, yes. We saw them in our dream, but they did not speak. They were simply there for me in a moment of pure horror, a terrible memory. They appeared, but did not speak.
This is different than what my grandmother experienced, maybe because she knows Einamoran, but he told her that his strength was fading and that soon he wouldn't be able to maintain the magic that keeps this evil sealed beneath the ice. He said that to renew the seal, the Salman Kar's magic would need to be renewed through the sacrifice of a god. And this is a quest that only a mortal could undertake. As her dream vision faded to darkness, one of Einamoran's runes glowed brighter and longer than all of the others. This is the rune she emblazoned upon me, and the rune which you wear. So this is all connected.
Yes.
She said she spoke to the elders, and they all agreed that they needed to send one of their own, a mortal, from our tribe on this holy quest to sacrifice a god, to renew Einamoran's magic, which was fading, to seal in this evil that is perhaps this Black Frost whale that you mentioned. I don't know, but I volunteered to take on this quest, and my people sent these 4 people with me to protect me in the search for a living god.
There were only 3 others, correct? You plus 3 others?
Yes. Did I say 4?
Yes, but it's some point.
A total of 4. Yes.
Total 4.
Yes, this must be it.
And do you have any information as to where this living god might be?
We were hoping to consult the stars in the observatory, and I did so, but I was sort of sidetracked when I spoke to this being from beyond, which I now realize was the person you met at Fasterville. Again, we didn't speak like I'm speaking right now, but we connected, and that's what brought you to me. So while I did not find the living god, I found you.
Are we the living gods?
I
No.
suggested this already. It was shut down pretty quick.
No.
Also, they wanted to sacrifice, so
You're pretty spicy. You're
try-
pretty spicy today, Brother Ramius.
I'm just tired of not knowing anything.
You can take your nap. It's fine.
It's just he ate a lot. He has indigestion now.
That is
It
true.
happens every time.
That is true.
That's
gets
why I
hard.
warned you not to eat the meat.
He smokes cannibal.
I don't.
Hubert,
I usually don't eat that much meat in one sitting.
he has the meat sweats. Happens.
Is there any check we can do Can I roll? See, have I heard of any other living gods that might be, around?
Yeah, roll a religion.
I will do escorted and take the penalty.
I'll roll religion.
I'm separately curious about the being that his grandma sees versus the being we saw. It sounds like they're different.
Oh, it does?
And I want to roll on that.
Oh, why does it sound different?
It sounds like a mask.
Ours is a man in a mask, and hers is
Oh,
like a being.
the Yeti doesn't wear a mask? It's
No,
an actual beast?
It's an actual beast.
Oh,
whereas
okay.
you saw something that looked like a person wearing
Oh, okay.
a Yeti mask, maybe.
I don't know what I would roll for that.
Well, you
Yeti.
just figured it out just in...
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like she was visited by Ainumoran,
Yes.
the last of the Salmon Car, whereas you were visited by someone wearing a mask to perhaps, now maybe they were wearing a Yeti mask.
A
Is that
mask
to
of this
trick?
being.
Is that
Yeah.
to trick us, or is that
Right?
to help us? Like,
Yeah, so now I know more, and now it's more questions.
You're like, I know, moron.
I know, moron.
hey, I'm no more.
I
I'm
mean-
no moron. All right.
It's a very strange name. I know Moron. I guess we have to believe him.
So they're
Name
pretty
is
smart
I
guy.
know Moron.
The thing I'm struggling with is
I got a 16 on religion for any known living gods.
I
Just
rolled
FYI,
a
that are
13.
walking around in the northern parts of Galarian.
Are you familiar with the World Wound?
Yeah. Oh, he was going to Sarkoris.
Yeah. So the World Wound, when it was closed up, it is now called the Sarkoris Scar.
Yeah.
And
It was the Sarkoris Empire before the rift opened.
Rift, yeah.
but now that the World Wound has been closed, that area is known as the Sarkoris Scar. And the sort of rituals, magics, or whatever that went into closing that sort of gateway between worlds has left it this forever imprint on the area where like demons still roam about the countryside, and it's believed that the gods walk amongst men there.
So perhaps he just
Maybe it
perhaps
means
it just means a demon.
Demons, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's meaning
It
like a
could-
powerful demon or
could be that my people misinterpreted this, but you have to understand I'm what's known as a dream seer in my group. My grandmother, my mother were dream seers as well. We believe in dreams as reality. We look to the stars to find truths, and it's leading us there. So maybe we'll get there and there'll be an actual god that will be like, hey, we have to sacrifice you. That's what I've always assumed, but now that I'm talking to you, perhaps it's not that. I just know that my
Perhaps
quest
it
is
is just-
taking me there.
Perhaps it is just a being of great power that is not of this plane. That is possible.
Maybe the sacrifice isn't sacrifice in the way that we think of sacrifice, slaughtering a lamb to help a crop. It could be something else.
they make some kind of sacrifice.
Yes, could be.
But
So
We have to travel to Sarkoris.
that was my question. Does that?
your quest is aligned with mine, which it seems like it is.
Yes,
I did not expect to be going to Sarkoris.
Me neither.
Yeah.
we would desperately need to. If this is true, and if this beam was seen in the sky, it could be a sign of the weakening of its imprisonment, and we would have to do whatever it took to reinforce that seal.
How long would it take to get to Sarkoris?
We have to pass
Weeks.
through Numeria or
Weeks.
Mendev.
7 years.
Radius looks up from a book. 7 years.
7 years.
Rigorous mountainous
It is
travel.
a 7-year journey to the land of Sarkoris.
It is. It is on our way to the crown of the world.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh, pit stop.
Okay.
Pit would be pit stop.
Pit stop.
Well, it is a pit.
Because it's down.
It is a pit.
Thank you, Buckles.
Sakawachi, I apologize. I spoke too soon. Zephyr is right. We did not see this creature. We saw what seemed to be a human, perhaps, wearing the mask. The mask, you're describing almost exactly what it looked like. Do you have any history with your people or any other followings that you know of that would wear a Yeti mask as part of their culture or tradition?
No, it would be considered highly offensive. That they weren't masked in any other way to like make their body look like.
It was a dream. I saw it only once, and it was It was a dream. That's all I can say.
Were
Its
they helping
details,
you, hurting you?
They were just there
Well,
in a time
fear?
of great terror.
The dreams were not great, but we'd wake up feeling more powerful than before. The
Yes,
powers that we got from
a gift was granted.
from the gates.
Someone is reaching out to you in a time when your most horrible memories are coming to surface, scaring you, and you wake up changed.
Fused with some unknowable power.
When you went through the gates and came back, did anything else change beyond this tattoo?
Yes, this is where I first noticed this ability. But the ability has only been strengthened by the appearance of this masked figure.
All right, so again, I'm just trying to recount this. You walked through the gate, you lost time, you came out, all with this same mark, the same mark that I bear, the mark of Ainu Moran, and you came out with powers, but after you were visited in this dream by someone wearing a mask of Ainu Moran or a mask of the Yeti, those powers have grown.
Yes.
But not all of you have experienced this.
No, some of us don't even have powers.
Well, they're hard to control, so maybe they're not discovered yet.
What we learned about Asoyo is that those who would breathe the mists, am I right? Am I misremembering? Those who would breathe the mist themselves would be altered. But
They would become thralls.
Yeah.
those alterations would lead them to become
They would also bear his
thralls and bear his mark.
So is this Asoyo's mark? Or is this Ainu Moran's mark?
Or like a counterfeit.
My grandmother
Mark.
says this is Ainu Moran's mark.
Ah, the
Perhaps.
mark of the mark of those sworn
Charged with
to
it.
seal the Asoyo away.
Or was Ainu Moran perhaps marked by
This-
this Black Frost whale?
Perhaps he became his thrall.
Perhaps this is a trick. Our dreams are a trick.
Perhaps we're being brought there to sacrifice a living god specifically to release Asoyo.
Perhaps we need to sacrifice Ainu
You know what?
Moran.
I quit.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm going home.
This is a lot of new information. I need to think on it as well. Are we sleeping here?
I think
I would love to spend one more night somewhere.
Yes, we cannot risk the raiders coming upon us at night. If we're here, they will not be able to attack us.
Still feeling a little tired
We should
from
set-
our fights before.
Do you think they're going to charge us by the day?
Yes.
Yes.
absolutely.
By the hour,
We
probably.
have money.
No, but we have an ace in the hole, as it were.
Rocks.
They could add it to our tab.
Lots of
You have
rocks.
rocks.
We have a thief.
I filled my pockets with rocks.
Oh boy.
Does a 24 beat your perception DC?
You're such a... no.
Really?
I know... yeah, because it's 10 plus my perception.
Your perception is 14?
It
my
is not.
perception...
It is
Oh,
not.
it's not
There's
10
no
plus?
way.
It's
Your perception DC is 10 plus.
Yeah,
plus.
10 plus my perception.
What's your
Oh, I did math wrong. I have a plus 6 and I was like 26.
Is that a 20? I'm 10 again. Plus 10 to your perception, right? She said over and over.
Plus 10 to your perception DC.
Sometimes, you say something, but your brain's doing something else.
On the third try, Barnes steals.
Sydney's doing math.
It wasn't even math. I was just like thinking.
That was math.
On the third try,
Thinking
Barnes
centered around the
steals
math
his,
equation.
Could we
potion back.
overnight
That is so mean.
leave the crossbow?
How dare you retrieve your stolen property?
I can't believe that you just stole from Asa.
That's so rude.
That's so
I
unlike
can't
your...
believe it either. Yeah, you had to roll so many times.
I'm playing true to my character. You're just being a rude player right now.
You've got a Legolas Gimli thing going on, except it's not interesting.
Could we, while we're sleeping, leave the crossbow and my bow with someone who can swap out a rune?
Yes, leave it with
We're waiting for Mats to get back to us on this.
And just at that moment,
What do you know?
look who comes strolling over.
the bearded barbarian himself.
Bearded barbarian. Think Dario Naharis.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Handsome as all fuck. Long hair.
Absolute stud.
The recast Dario, not the original Dario that they regretted casting. He's like, am I interrupting anything?
No,
Would you like some more rabbit and boar?
No.
No, couldn't possibly.
Perhaps we could help you stoke your fire.
Well, good.
You got enough firewood from us as well?
We brought our own.
We're well taken care of.
Good. Just want to make sure you feel at home here.
We want to make sure
Smiling
that we
walls.
pay you back for anything that we've taken here.
So glad you brought that up.
Yes. How can we repay you?
Well, I have had a
The
chance.
Spirit Airlines of barbarian tribes. Here, thus the yellow is explained.
Right?
That's why we got
Of course you're welcome to stay. Of course you're welcome to eat.
It's only an slight additional fee for each thing.
I've had a chance to talk with my people, and the good news is they have seen your missing friends. They've matched the descriptions exactly, and they have some information. When they saw them, we didn't know if they were friend or foe, so we didn't pursue. We didn't know they were lost, like you're lost. But we have the information you seek.
Okay.
And what's it going to cost us?
Well, I don't think of it as a cost. It's like a you help us, we help
Yes.
you.
That's
sort
what
of
I'm saying.
situation.
What can we-
a barter.
what can we do for you?
I think this would be a great opportunity to help each other. I don't want to think of it as cost here. Do you not feel safe here in the Smiling Wolves camp?
Of course, but we wouldn't expect a handout.
Mi campa is su campa.
Is that your language?
Yes.
Beautiful.
As long as you need it. But we're going to need a little help in return. My man, Iabor. Iabor, say hi.
Oh,
Is he like 100 feet
is he
away?
okay?
He's like, he spotted someone matching your navigator's description near a guard post on the far, far side of where this observatory you found was. This post is consequently also the home, sort of base of operation of Godrak the Quick, the leader of the Obsidian Oath. They've been a real pain in the ass since we've got here. And if you're able to go there and take care of them, you'll find your friend, most likely, hopefully still alive. But in return, we will give you a raft to sail along the Ice Rime on your voyage out of here. Take care of the Obsidian Oath, eliminate Godrak the Quick, hopefully find your friend. Either way, bring us proof of that. We'll give you a raft. Safe passage out.
One amendment. Whatever we find at Godrak's base, we keep.
All right. That works for us.
Deal.
Zamara. Zamara, say hi.
She's so far away.
There's no. I don't see.
Zamara!
Is that her? She has her back to you.
She must be in the bathroom. Someone amongst us, her name is Zamara. Oh, there she is. Zamara, say hi.
So it pops out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
She was actually
So wiping her hands off.
Sorry, she was,
Stitching her pants up.
she was peeing.
Zipping up her barbarian furs.
Samara, sorry. No, I didn't know you were peeing. She spotted a woman that she believes to be your hunter near the Mystic Market. This is a merchant square in the southwestern quadrant of the city, although southwest, southeast doesn't make any difference here. According to Zamara, she saw this woman talking with some other newcomers, not the Obsidian Oath. Humans, maybe? Elves? And she figured they knew each other and they outnumbered the group that she was with when they were out ranging. So she slinked away. Maybe she made some friends, this hunter of yours. Either way, if you can go there, try and learn a thing or two about these newcomers, what they're up to, if their purposes are at odds with ours or not, I will order the locks open when you're ready to leave. We have to keep them locked for your safety and ours, but with more information about who these people are, and with the Obsidian Oath out of the way, I'd be more open to opening up the gates, should you decide not to use the Ice Rime. And looks like you're 3 for 3, because one of my other men saw a figure matching the description of your storyteller, leaving the city via the gates to the northwest. There are several gates in and out of the city. We've only secured these, but to the northwest, saw your storyteller, at least someone matching that description, leaving the city. And another one of my wolves named Hisoi also went out those gates to scout the area, but never returned. So should you go looking for your storyteller and it takes you out of the gates and you also find my man, I will fill your raft with as much treasure as you can fit on your way out. So, doors open, raft, treasure, find your 3 friends, help us out, we help you get out of here. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
One more thing.
Oh, boy.
My friend Zephyr needs a rune transfer.
Yes, we spoke of the smith.
The rune transfer, yes.
Crafts.
We do have several people with that smithing ability.
We could just get that done before we leave. That would be no problem.
Absolutely.
I also need a rune transferred.
I also need a rune transfer.
3 rune transfers.
It would help us to find Hisoi, I'm sure, out
If
there.
perhaps there is other things you may need, more runes,
Hand wraps?
more weapons, we would be open to trade. The changing of these runes will, of course, cost money as well.
We could talk about that off air in between episodes, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You have coin from this faraway planet you came from, yes?
Yes.
Good. Good. We'll make a list of what you want. I'll see what we have. We'll work out some prices. And navigating the city.
Yes.
This is tricky.
Did your people find some sort of method that works?
Whatever strange enchantment is making it difficult to navigate these streets without becoming lost or turned around, we find that you just need to use the stars as your guide, and you'll be fine. It's more difficult during the day than at night, so I would suggest traveling by night, but that's up to you. You can certainly travel during the day, but it's a lot easier to get lost, as the stars are obviously harder to see, though not impossible to see to the trained eye. But whatever magics are affecting the town, just ignore what you see and follow the stars.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
Do you have a preferred order in which we accomplish these tasks?
No, not at all. It's completely up to you. You want to find all 3 of their companions, yes?
Presumably.
Yes. Well, I wish you the best, and I hope that they have fared better than some of my people who we've lost. Not just Hisoi. We've had some casualties. Be safe. There are, who knows, how many creatures and strangers walking about these streets trying to take what's left off the bones of Skywatch. Something happened here. We don't know, and we don't care. We're taking ours, and we're getting out, and you should do the same.
Understood. Understood.
Well, then I'll leave you to decide when you'd like to leave. Again, you're welcome to stay as long as you like, as many nights.
The scheming smile on this guy is driving me crazy.
I like how we went from like barbarian leader to sales rep.
Right?
Yeah. Mischievous sales rep. Yeah. Well, we got to talk about what we want to do.
Yeah.
The rune transferring will take a day. It takes 1 day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to.
We're gonna need at least another day.
But you know what? He can take our extra nights off the top when he fills our raft with.
My smiths work slow. It might take 2.
Let me guess. They're paid by the hour.
We do have hourly rates. But in the meantime, enjoy the comforts of the Smiling Wolves camp. Feel free to go fishing. Let us know what you catch. And we'll see you next week.
We really do need to plan as players. Let's need to minimize our cost up.
I'm stressed about our money now. I'm very worried.
Our overhead is skyrocketing.
I know. God, if there's one thing I don't want to do in game, it's accounting.
Isn't it smart to be in debt? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.